Hi, my name is Ryan Kruger. I'm the director and writer from Fry Barry, and you're watching the Horror Squad podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Squad podcast. This is episode number 398, where tonight we'll be talking about 2009's The Collector, as chosen by Steve. Steve, what made you want to pick this one?
As simple as I think it's underrated. I think Saw overshadowed it, and not enough people talk about it, in my opinion. So I thought it's time we bring it into the zeitgeist of life and just have hopefully more people check it out and give it some love.
Excellent. I'm here as well with our friend Todd. Todd, how's it going, buddy? Avoiding lightning this week, I hope.
Yeah, no brushes with the lightning bug. A little cold, getting over that. It's,
Poor
it's
baby.
been lingering. I cut my hand on a fucking you know those dog runners where you put like a spike in the ground and they can run around and stuff. Well, I underestimated or overestimated the power of that spike, and my dog went to get a ball and he pulled it out of the fucking ground, and I went to grab it and the spike went through my hand. So
Ooh.
that's fun. I bought those Jason Angry Orchards,
Mhm.
and they're awful. I don't
Yeah.
know if
Oh, really?
anyone's tasted them.
I don't like Angry Orchard in general, so
No, I'm coming to realize that I don't either because there's three flavors like blood orange and yada yada yada, and two of the three I've tried are fucking ass. So $20 well spent on a 12 pack with
you get
Jason's mask on the stupid
the can.
can.
Get the can.
I got the can. I'm saving the can.
Save the can. Do an I'd save an unopened one, put it in
Oh,
the
I got one right now. It's in the little Jason display area. So maybe it'd be one of those stupid things that, cost $100 in a year.
maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
We also started fantasy football yesterday. How you
Fantasy
boys
football.
feeling about your rosters?
I feel good. I got a B for a draft grade.
Uh, Me too.
We all got B's. All right.
I got to see. I got to see.
Oh, uh-oh.
I got an A last year and didn't do well, so those grades are ass. But
Agreed.
yeah, we have two newcomers to the team, so we're up to 10 managers there. Had the draft last night at 8:15. How long did that go? About an hour, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. Everyone participated. Everyone was, running their mouth, and it's always a good time. And maybe I'll charge next year. Maybe $10 buy-in. Just keep it fun. Someone suggested 50, which is way too much for a friendly,
Yeah.
but 10 might be fun. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Steve, we also had movie club
Oh,
on
we
Friday. How did that go? Double feature from what I hear.
Yeah, double feature. So the theme for last month was let's watch something off my watch list because my watch list is absolutely fucking ridiculous on Letterboxd. So I want to knock at least one out, but decided let's knock two out. So the first one was voted in, which was Horsehead, and the other one was a mystery movie that I picked because I saw it on Tubi, and I'm like, oh fuck, this looks like it could be something. And I'll talk about both of them on What Watched, so I won't mention them now. And for the next month, actually for September, the theme is I'm picking something off the watch list of people in our Discord, and they're gonna vote off that. So now I'm gonna knock something off someone else's list, which should be fun. And that vote will be sometime this week on our Discord if you want to join and vote for that.
Awesome. And also, we did receive a message about a new horror themed podcast. Steve, I know you wanted to shout them out real quick.
I do. So a friend of ours, Ryan, horror fan Ryan, if you want to follow him, he's a great follow, has a lot of awesome horror knowledge and takes and everything like that. Is the new co-host on a podcast that's actually coming back called the Horror Movie Podcast. From my understanding, this podcast has won like a Silver Bolo Award and is quite an accomplished podcast. So Ryan is going to join it. The first episode is now out. So I urge everyone to check it out. Give Ryan some love. He's an absolute like awesome dude. And yeah, I think we'll be hearing about this podcast again in the future as we maybe have a little collaboration as we approach the season. So congratulations, Ryan, and everyone check out the Horror Movie Podcast.
All right. Awesome. And Steve, I assume you're going to talk about both of your movies during what watched.
Oh yes.
What's the minute? Show note, I apologize if I sound a little weird today. I do not have my normal mic set up. We're dog sitting, so I didn't bring anything. So apologies if I sound a little weird. this week, but that is the reason why. Any other updates? We are now in September, so officially, I would say spooky season has now begun. Spirit stores are opening and whatnot. Steve, I know you attended a spirit
Yeah,
store.
like 5 times. But it's more because like when I first went, it's almost empty. Like there's no stock at all, and they're slowly getting their stock in. So I'm just checking out what's new and everything. I purchased a really sick proton pack from Ghostbusters. I purchased actually a Binks costume,
Huh.
so from Hocus Pocus, and some things for the movie, including like maggots and other
Ooh.
things. So just to amplify some of the scenes that I have, it's like a good time to like finish my gore in my movie because I can get things that are like kind of hard to get throughout the year. So yeah, I'm happy that the Spirit Sport's super close to my house too this year, which I'm really excited about.
Excellent. Yeah, I think we're gonna make our first spirit trip today, so I'm very excited for that. One last thing, speaking of Binks costumes, we are 1 month out, less than 1 month now, I think, from It's Just a Bunch of Halloween weekend with the cast of Hocus Pocus in Salem, Massachusetts. You can head to it's just a bunch of Halloween.com for any tickets. However, I think now five of the seven events are completely sold out. But there are still tickets available for the movie screening on Sunday night and also the autograph and photo signing on Saturday at the Waterfront Hotel. But thank you to everybody that has bought tickets and has been selling all these events out. And we will see you in Salem, Massachusetts in just a month. And if you want to come to a free event, come Thursday, which is October 2nd, to the parade, which is completely free. The cast and Steve and I will be marching in that parade. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So come out, hang out, and watch a free parade as well if you want to do that. Alrighty, gentlemen. I think now it is time to start the show and get into what watched. So tell me, what you been watching this week?
Yeah, I'll go first. So like I said, I did movie club, and the first one that we watch is a movie we watch over on Tubi, and that is 2014's Horsehead. So Horsehead is about a girl who goes back to stay with her family because her grandmother's passed away. And this is kind of like an old school situation where the grandmother's body is laying in state kind of in the house. So they're kind of protecting the body, and like just kind of mourning the body and things like that. And she is at the same time trying to figure out how to take control of her dreams. It's just something that she's been doing because the next boyfriend has been telling her to. And all of a sudden, there develops kind of a weird, it's very hard to like describe, but like really crazy horror dreams start happening with her, and she tries to unsolve a mystery with her grandmother's spirit at the same time, and it goes into a really interesting and fucking out there premise. I'll spoil it a little bit because I can't go without talking about this, but there are a lot of horses involved, men with horse heads, and some sex, but not sex with just anyone. We're talking sex with the grandparents, sex with the parents. It is kind of fucking out there. Really, like you do not know what to expect next. It's a kind of a very much a slow burn. It really slowly unravels the mystery of what's going on. I thought it was incredibly well shot. The use of colors and shadows is fantastic. Cinematography is like top notch in this movie. So is the acting. I really like the performances from everyone in the movie. But I'll be honest, the first half had me because it was kind of going in an interesting way, but the second half lost me. It just got kind of boring and kind of in its own way. It got really complicated, and I don't know. I just got lost interest and found it kind of boring. But still, it's a very interesting movie if you want to check it out. So that's Horsehead on Tubi, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars.
Alrighty. I'll go next. My first one, I got two 2025 releases for you guys this week. First one is it just released, I believe, recently on VOD, and that is I Know What You Did Last Summer. of course, the follow up to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Same title, like Scream. They love doing that these days. I don't get it. But yeah, so this one, of course, is another legacy sequel where they bring back the original cast. This time we have, of course, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. coming back. This one, of course, follows a group of not teens this time. It's like 20 somethings, like college aged, maybe slightly older group of kids who go out on the 4th of July, of course, go around to the Dead Man's Curve type area there, or watching the fireworks. I will say it's not the same type of, I won't give any spoilers. It's not the same type of incident that we see in the first movie. It's a different type of incident where, of course, a man dies if you've seen the first one. And then 1 year later, they all return back to this fishing town. And one of them receives a note. I know what you did last summer. And from there, of course, the fisherman is back and is killing again. And who is it this time? We shall see. In their desperation, of course, they realize that back in 1997, this happened before. So they have to go and find, of course, Julie James to try to save the day, and Ray, of course. Also, we get some other cameos that I was not expecting in this as well, but I will not give any spoilers. Yeah, man, after watching the trailer for this, I did not have high hopes, and yeah, I mean, it was terrible. I did not like it at all. Also, like, this movie definitely made me feel old because the dialogue in it was fucking just atrociously, like, like, you're so beta and stuff like that, and all this shit that
Skibbity.
yeah, just like shit like that. It was like extremely cringe. It really felt like either someone in their 20s wrote this script or like AI wrote it. It was just the script was just awful. And then we get to like the killer reveal, and I hated the killer reveal. The motivation was just so stupid. And yeah, like I also felt like once again the legacy characters are just sort of like Jennifer Love Hewitt is like barely in this movie. Like, and when she does show up, she seems mostly useless. There are a couple of cool kills though. I will give it that. There's some decent kills in here. One in particular that's really great. Shout out though to Teddy, the actor who plays Teddy. He, I think, was the best part of this movie. He's also going to be in Him coming up this year as well. But he, I thought, was the best actor in this and the best character. The like girl who's supposed to be the Julie character, I did not jive with her at all. I thought most of the characters were pretty unlikable. So yeah, this one and this movie's 2 hours long, hour and 51 minutes. Like I was like, at one point I looked over and I was like, I said to Sam, I was like, how much longer do we got? And I looked and there was still like 35 minutes. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, so that is another big problem. This movie is way too long for just like a stupid legacy sequel slasher. So they should have cut at least 30 minutes out of this. But yeah, man, I mean, there's some, like I said, there's some decent and fun kills, but other than that, it was a struggle to get through. So I gave it a 2 out of 5. Definitely bottom of the year for me so far.
Well, that wasn't shocking to
No.
hear. All right, my next one is a 2025 release, The Toxic Avenger, which I saw in theaters. This one is, Peter Dinklage plays Winston, who is he was with this kid's mom and she died, so he ended up, staying with the kid and raising him as his own. He's not special needs or anything. He's just like a little awkward and like doesn't really fit in. But Peter Dinklage does he's a good guy. He's a great guy, and like he's very charming. He's very mature and all that shit. Meanwhile, Kevin Bacon runs this like local pharmaceutical company that pollutes everything, and there's like a mafia angle, and then there's Elijah Wood plays this guy named Fritz, and he's like a little creepy fucker, which you've seen on the poster, and he's great. He's fantastic. But man, like, I guess there was a reason this took 2 years to get out, man, because I could I just didn't jive with it, man. Like the comedy seemed very forced. It was like someone watched a Troma movie and was like, "Let me try to mirror that," you know. But it's hard to copy something. Like I think you gotta feel it, right? And a lot of the jokes were just forced or didn't work, in my opinion. Like I said, Elijah Wood was really good. His character was, well acted and looked very creepy. Except he wasn't really used that much. He's used as like the lead kind of like security henchman kind of guy. So he goes out to like silence reporters and things like that. But the problem with that is like he has this local band, which it's not my style of music. So maybe if you like it, it'll mean more to you. But it's kind of like the Insane Clown Posse. So he uses like this band, which is like constantly being brought up on the news and in person with characters. Like, oh, did you see? I forget what they're called, but did you see so and so? They're coming to town. Like, I don't know if that was like a joke that was over my head, like because I don't understand the music scene like that, or it was just something that the filmmakers found funny or cool, but they kept bringing them up constantly, and then they would use them in multiple scenes, and they were just silly. Like one guy would walk around doing flips and stuff. One guy was wearing like a giant mask and like just grunting. It was just I don't, it just didn't work. And then Peter Dinklage's Toxie, he was fine. Like he wasn't bad or anything. I think he's a great actor and he's charming, like I said, but it just didn't have the same umph. And, Troma's politically incorrect, right? And this movie didn't really try to push any boundaries like you would expect from this. They're trying to mirror like this day and age of film with this character and this like Tromaville like setting, but they don't really like go there with anything. They have little things here and there, but nothing really shocking. And like part of the charm of the original is that voiceover is just so over the top for Toxie, like this deep manly voice and everything like that. And it just mixes with the appeal of the film. But this one is just Peter Dinklage talking normal, and it doesn't like really work. Toxie's look that didn't do it for me. The penis scene was not shocking. Like it was just click baiting articles where like, oh, it was too hot for theaters. Like this is why I couldn't get out in theaters because it shows his dick. No, he just pisses on some stuff to get out because his piss is radioactive. It's funny, but it's not like anything crazy. And then the biggest sin for this movie though is the CGI, man. Like, oh my gosh, complete missed opportunity. There's a couple practical things, but there were scenes where he's like chopping off people's heads, and the whole effect is CGI with brains coming out, blood splatter, and it's not just like an enhanced, like we've talked about where you have maybe a little blood splat enhancement, whatever. This is like the entire sequence is CGI, which is it just sucks, man. Because it could have been awesome if it was done CGI or with practical and it wasn't. So entire sequences of CGI is unacceptable. And yeah, it was just bland. Didn't ever go there. So skip it in the theater, in my opinion. I give this one a 2.5 out of 5, and that's mostly for Elijah Woods just looking like a fucking creep. You can tell he embraces his actor Frodo life and just does weird shit, which I appreciate. So 2.5 out of 5, Toxic Avenger 2025.
That's a bummer, man. All right, so my last one is also a 2025 films. This was my mystery movie for the movie club, and that is a title that we found over on Tubi called Cannibal Mukbang. So I don't know if you know what a mukbang is, but it is one of the most disgusting fucking things in my opinion. It's basically ASMR, which is people making noises into a mic, but with eating, and it's gross. But that made me interested because, I like to kind of push myself to watch the gross shit possible. So Cannibal Mukbang is about this loser guy, and he's just really awkward, and he doesn't really, he's single and everything like that. But he meets this kind of, interesting, awkward girl called Ash, and she's really attractive, and he feels that he probably couldn't get a girl like that, but she's somehow into him. And as they're talking, she says, "Yeah, I do something weird." He's like, "Oh, I do something weird too." And it's like, "Okay, well, you go first." He's like, "I'm some kind of fucking customer service for like a Uber Eats type app." And she's like, "Oh, no, that's not that weird, but what I do mukbang on the internet." And she's like, "Oh, mukbang." And he turns out to be a mukbang fan. So she's super into him and stuff like that. And the rest of the movie is really them kind of progressing their relationship. And she does mukbang. And eventually, as the title suggests, you find out that she actually kills people and mukbangs on their corpses, So she's not only eating gross shit, but she's doing it with, human remains. But Anyway, the majority of the movie is really a love story between these two characters. It's very much a horror rom-com, but in my opinion, it focused way too much on the rom-com part and not nearly enough on the horror part. It's just I don't know, like I found it boring, honestly, for most of the time. And ironically, because I don't even like mukbang, for a title called Cannibal Mukbang, there's very little mukbanging going on, and there's very little cannibalism going on. Like there are only one or two victims in the whole movie. I thought this would be a situation where he'd be getting like constantly getting bodies for her so she can just mukbang their fucking brains out or something. But no, this is not one of those movies at all. The whole thing felt like an afterthought. I will say the main girl who plays Ash, she is fantastic in that role. Her name's April Consalo, but I didn't buy the dude. I don't know. He has only done one other film, and his performance just wasn't doing it for me. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. The people who watched it with me, the majority of them actually liked it way more than I did. But for me, this was a complete miss, especially with such a crazy title, and of course, being on Tubi, a pretty fucking crazy poster as well. So that's Cannibal Mukbang 2025. Yeah, check it out on Tubi if you want to.
Mukbang just I the act of it sounds gross, but that just the name mukbang is
I
disgusting.
know. It's gross. I can't. I fucking can't, man. I've seen videos about it.
Yeah,
Not the actual mukbang because I don't want to watch that, but videos about it. And it's just like, who's into it? Who's like on the other side, fucking just whacking off to someone eating spaghetti. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, it does sound kind of sexual. It's weird.
There's some weird fucking fetishes out there, but if you're into it, as long as it's not illegal or gross,
yeah. Hey, if you're
it's
not
all
hurting
good.
anybody, watch all spaghetti porn you want.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm all for it. All right, my last one tonight, another 2025 released. This one also just hit VOD recently. The Home, starring Pete Davidson. For you Pete Davidson fans out there, this one I saw the trailer for this one when I went and saw something, and I was like, "Huh, that kind of looks like it could be interesting." So this one is about Pete. He is living with he's living sort of under foster care with these step foster parents, and his he has like a really close bond with his foster brother, and his foster brother ends up dying, which leads Pete on like a path of sort of self-destruction and stuff like that. So he ends up getting in a lot of trouble. Fast forward through his life, he ends up getting arrested, and his foster dad comes to the jail and is like, "Listen, I talked to the judge. In order to keep you out of jail, you're gonna have to go and work at this old folks home for like 4 months and be like, like the supervisor doing all of the. They call it the supervisor, but essentially it's a glorified sort of janitorial type job. So he ends up going there, and he gets there and he notices, and they tell him, welcome, blah blah blah. All the people on the floor seem really nice, but don't go to the fourth floor. He's like, that's there's some really troubled individuals on that fourth floor. He ends up going on the fourth floor, and everyone on that fourth floor is kind of like catatonic. They're not really talking. They all seem pretty messed up and whatnot. And when he finds this place, they're like, oh, don't go up there. Those people, they are beyond help, sort of, and blah, blah, blah. And from there, like, Pete's character tries to unravel, like, what is happening on that floor. Everyone starts acting really weird in the hospital. He gets warnings from some of the elderly patients there that everything he's seeing isn't what it seems, and we have to figure out what the mystery is, and it unravels from there. Overall, I ended up having really enjoyed this one for the most part. It started very rough, and I was like, oh man, the movie's gonna be terrible. But as it got going, it got better, and I actually ended up really liking where it went with sort of the twist and the mystery of it all. It also stars some familiar faces. I forget the dude. I know him as the dude from Scrooged, who's like sort of the villain character in Scrooge. He's sort of like the handsome looking guy in Scrooge. He's been in other stuff too, but he's in here. And also, The dude from I know him from Rookie of the Year, for you baseball fans, but he played the sleazy boyfriend character of the mother. So I don't know. But yeah, there's some familiar actors in here. But yeah, man, as the mystery unraveled, I started getting really into it, and the last 10 to 15 minutes of this movie is fucking insane, in the best way possible, and it raised my score just for that last 10 minutes alone. Because I had it at 3 out of 5, but that last 10 minutes is so fucking like awesome that I raise it to a 3.5 out of 5. It's not going to make my top 10 or anything like that, but it was a pleasant surprise for me, and I ended up really enjoying it. So that's The Home from this year. I recommend it. I'd say check it out, especially horror fans. I think there's quite a treat once you get into sort of that third act.
Is that VOD right now?
Yeah, it should be. Yep.
All right, cool.
Very nice, very nice. All right, my last one here is a trilogy, and it's Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. And I watched this as a supercut. So there's an edition out there that mixes all three films together in one seamless thing. So it's really, when you think about it, this whole thing for Ash happens in like a day and a half of time from him going to the cabin originally to going back in time, which is fucking insane. So what happens basically is you cut off the beginning of Evil Dead 2, so it kind of removes the remake aspect of it. And at the end of Evil Dead 1, where Ash is like, victorious and he's walking out, he gets taken by the Deadite and like flies through the trees, and then that transfers directly to Evil Dead 2 in the same scene, and then just picks off from there. And then obviously, like when he at the end of Evil Dead 2, when he gets transferred back in time, it cuts off the original Evil Dead 2 ending and then goes right back into Army Darkness and then gives the alternate ending Army Darkness, which is really cool. It's 4 hours long. So I watched one and two back to back, and then I waited a day to finish it off in Army Darkness, and I loved it, man. I've always wanted to watch this cut. I love the series. We've talked about this series a lot, and even like the worst one is still a banger at like 4.5, for all of us. But basically, if you haven't seen it before, Ash and his friends go to a cabin in the woods for to party, hang out. They find a tape recording in the cellar, and it's like Kandarian demon shit. Of course, they play it, and it resurrects some Deadites who just want to fucking eat souls, dude. So they take over the friends one by one, and then Ash has to fight them off. And then Evil Dead 2 is a loose remake of Evil Dead 1. But like I said, they cut off the beginning of this one. So Evil Dead 2 in this version, Ash, has to fight off the Deadites again because now the scientist's daughter, who had the recording of the Kandarian demons thing, who did the incantation, she's coming there to kind of like find where her dad went. So now she shows up with some people, and Ash like has to tell them what's going on, and then Ash is kind of possessed too, and yada yada yada. And then in three, they think they defeat the Deadites in part two by sending them in a portal like randomly to some other time, but it sucks in Ash too. So now he's back in like 1300 or something. And like these knights and shit, like, the Necronomicon has to be destroyed, and there's a prophecy that a man from the sky will come and deliver us from the evil, and it's Ash, of course. And now Ash has to go on a quest to find the Necronomicon, destroy it, and bring peace to the fucking galaxy, as one could say. The original ending to that is Ash gets out of the time because he has to drink a potion, and it makes him sleep for, each drop makes him sleep for 100 years. So in the original ending, he goes back and, to his time, and he's telling a story to a girl he's trying to bang, and then a Deadite attacks, and, end of the movie. In the alternate ending, of course, Ash, he's supposed to take 6 drops of the sleep serum, but he takes 7 because he miscounts, and he wakes up in the apocalypse where the Earth is destroyed, and he's like, "I slept too long," and then it ends, which is a really fun ending. Yeah, I love the series, man. And this supercut, finally seeing it after so many years of wanting to watch it, was a lot of fun. I recommend it to anybody that's an Evil Dead fan, and I'm really loving these fan edits that we've been getting lately because they're really fun to have, which I've talked about them a couple times, and I have a contact at Horrorhound Con. Shout out to them. That hooks it up with these editions that are fucking amazing, put together quality and stuff like that. So that's Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3, which let's give the whole series a 5 out of 5 because it's fucking dope. So
Alrighty, thank you so much, gentlemen. And now it is time for Todd to bust out the books and give us them scores for trivia.
lots of energy. My word. Steven, a commanding lead. 15, 5-point lead over me, 10, 3-point lead over Joe, 7. For Q3, baby. It's not over yet. It's not over. Okay? We got one more month.
Never over.
It's never over till it's over. So, you know what? I'm taking the lead here. I'm leading off.
All right.
You ready for it?
Yes.
In a movie we just watched,
Fuck.
what is the code name of the two bounty hunters that are called in to hunt the Firefly family down in The Devil's Rejects 2005?
Oh my god.
Played by Danny Trejo and Diamond
DDP.
Dallas Page, baby.
Yeah. Good question.
What is their bounty hunter code name?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know.
No.
El Muerto.
El Muerto. I like it. I like where you're going with it. No.
Yeah.
El Muerto.
Yeah.
Nothing? Boys?
No.
No.
All right. The answer is The Unholy Two. The
Mm,
Unholy Two.
makes sense.
Yep.
Simple.
Simple.
Effective.
Effective.
I'll go next.
Okay.
In the movie Christine,
Oh,
Yes.
this question has been asked before, I believe.
Mhm.
okay.
Do it again. In the
Let's do
movie
it.
Christine, how much money did Arnie pay?
$200.
Correct.
Yes.
I love that fucking movie.
Said incorrect.
Oh, you said incorrect? What did? Oh, you said incorrect?
Yes.
Fucking your audio sucks.
I'm gonna go $600.
No, hell no. Way too much.
Incorrect.
220.
No, but you're getting closer.
I'll
my God.
go 260.
You were so close,
250.
but the correct answer is 250.
Ah,
Okay,
damn
That's some bullshit, Joe. That's some bullshit, Joe.
it.
All
sorry.
right. It's all right.
All right. Guess the movie based off the IMDb parental guide. Sex and nudity.
Oh,
A guy walks into a bathroom and sees a girl taking a shower through the frosted glass door.
happens.
Her form is blurry and her body looks weird.
Oh,
The top of her body is facing backwards so we can see her butt and breasts at the same time.
oh,
Oh,
The
The
guy
heck?
opens the door to reveal the girl, now normal. She is naked, but one arm is covering her breasts, and the other is covering her pubic region with a washcloth. We can see a bit of her left nipple. She gets angry and tells him to leave. Violence and gore. Two guys get into a fist fight, causing one of them to graphically turn inside out.
Jesus Christ. What's this movie?
Profanity. 9 F words and some other milder language. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking.
Oh.
Drinking and smoking. Frightening and intense scenes. If you don't know it by this, I don't think you know.
It's drawing blank.
The last 20 minutes is, in all caps, extremely disgusting and disturbing.
Society.
Not, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a complete shot in the dark.
Yeah. I
Never
figured
seen
that-
it.
Oh, really?
Never seen
Dude,
it.
you
I just know
have to
the,
see-
the clips of like Buttman or whatever.
You have to see this. It's so fucking wild at the end.
So yeah, that just one of those things I never watched. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it should be on your list. I
All
think you
right.
dig it.
Yeah, sounds like it. Okay. What is the subtitle to
Hmm.
Open Water from 2003? Its sequel from 2006. So what is the subtitle to the 2006 sequel to Open Water?
water.
Open Water. This time, it's personal. That'd be sick.
The Deep.
Open water.
The Deep. Incorrect. What'd you say, Joe?
Open water. 2.
Open Water, Open Water? No. One more guess.
Open water 2. Uncaged.
Uncaged is part 3, I believe.
Oh, I thought that was another series.
No, that's a different
What?
series. I think
Is
it's the
it?
shallow.
Oh,
the
that's deep
shallows.
sea.
I think. It's the shallows, right? No, wait.
No, it's 47
47 meters down.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
all wrong.
Yeah.
Open Water 2. That's a nice pumpkin tattoo, Joe. I'm appreciating that. That's
Oh,
nice.
thank you.
More sharks.
More sharks. Incorrect. The
Dog.
correct answer is Open Water 2, Adrift.
Ah,
Because if you remember, they're on like a boat partying and they jump
That's right.
off and they forget to put the ladder down and they're fucked.
I don't know
that's
if I've
good.
seen it.
It's good. It's decent.
Decent. All right.
I've only seen it once though, so maybe it's not good. I don't know. But yeah, I remember being good.
All right. Back to me.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
3 letterbox reviews. Can you
Ooh.
guess the movie?
I'll try.
Okay. Number 1. This is one of the best 80s slasher jams. Clever as fuck and filled with tongue firmly planted in cheek, intentional humor. Great kills and a creepy bird-like killer who needs no mask while stalking.
Bird-like killer.
Number 2.
Needs
Great
no
and
mask.
quotable slasher that I highly recommend for spooky season. It's better to watch this in a group. Every male character in here is just the worst.
Huh.
And finally, there is literally no scene in cinema history better than when they eat pizza off the corpse.
80s slasher.
I'm gonna go Toxic Avenger.
Incorrect.
You said like a banger soundtrack, right? Is that what you said the first time? Or no?
No.
No?
That one of the best 80s slasher jams,
Oh,
clever as fuck and filled with tongue firmly planted in cheek, intentional humor, great kills, and a creepy bird-like killer who needs no mask while stalking.
the bird-like killer really throws me off.
I agree.
I'm gonna throw out Stage Fright though, because the owl.
Oh, that's a good
Incorrect.
one.
But
That's
you
a
had
good
it.
guess.
It's a good guess based off that review, but no.
Bird-like killer, no mask needed. What the hell is that?
I will say it's also considered a feminist horror movie.
Feminist horror from the 80s?
A female director.
I have no idea.
No mask on the killer.
Shoot, man. I'm gonna throw out Carrie too, because I keep guessing
Something
that
we've
weekly.
covered it on the show.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Holy
It's not
shit.
Carrie too then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've no clue. I'm probably gonna
Yeah, I don't
I'm trying to
either.
look around the room. I can't even like think anything with bird-like.
The
That's throwing
movie
me off.
is The Slumber Party Massacre.
What is a bird like?
The dude with the I have the figure back there. He's not fucking bird-like.
I mean, that's that reviewers
Oh,
say
fine.
bird looking, bird like. I guess they're saying, but yeah.
All right. Damn it,
Nah.
ruined it for
Sucks 'cause
everyone.
he sucks
Threw
because he
you guys
just
off.
died and I missed him at a
Yeah,
con.
I completely threw us off. All
Bird-like. Okay. Well,
right. Because I missed it last week, another guess the movie based off the IMDb parental guide.
Oh.
Sex and Nudity.
Oh.
Paul is kissing the mermaid later in her bed and her breasts are exposed.
Oh. Breasts and mermaids. Joe's favorite.
Violence and gore. An old man's face is seen being cut open and brutally peeled upwards. He groans and cries in pain, in all caps, extremely graphic.
Ooh. That would hurt.
Profanity. A few uses of shit and fuck, as well as damn and hell.
Happens.
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. There's a little civilized drinking, and Barbara smokes.
The fuck is Barbara Smokes mean?
Barbara,
character?
Yeah, the character of Barbara.
Oh, Barbara Smokes.
Yeah, Barbara.
Okay.
Okay. Frightening intense scenes. This is definitely the giveaway if you know this movie. And I know you know this movie because I made sure you both saw it.
Nice.
A central premise of the film is that humans are mating with undersea creatures producing the deep ones. Half human, hybrid.
Humanoids from the deep?
Wrong.
Shit.
Half human, hybrid fish frog people.
Well, if it's not humanoids for the deep, that's a great guess for that.
There's a great
People banging fish never works out. Let's not do that.
Oh, wait a minute. I know this movie.
Does he?
I
I can't
know
remember
you-
the.
I know you know this movie.
I can't remember the name of it though, but it's a Stuart Gordon film.
Oh,
Correct.
thanks, Joe, for giving me hints.
Yeah.
Keep going with it.
It was
Keep going
part of
with
our It was part of the Stuart
It
Gordon
was,
retrospective. I can't remember the fucking name of it though.
Yeah, it's
it was pretty
reminded
good.
me.
It's
Yeah, it
got-
reminded me of Resident Evil 4.
I
It
can't remember
is
the damn.
called.
It's got a weird name. It's got a weird name, but I can't remember the name of it.
Oh man, the DVD's behind me too.
Hmm.
Fuck, what is that movie called? They're in like a boat, they hit a rock,
Yes.
and
Yep.
then like she's stuck, and then they find an island.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? Let's help each other out here.
You guys give up?
No. We're gonna
Can't wait
move
forever
this.
here.
I'm
Someone-
gonna do
yeah,
the
you
whole
can.
damn movie,
The
but I know I've
listeners
never.
are.
It's called It's called fuck, what's it called?
There's
It's
like
right there.
it's like name of the god that they worship, I think.
Oh, I almost had it. Keep going. It was Leviathan. No, it's not Leviathan. Fuck.
No.
All right, you guys,
Just yeah,
we
fuck it.
can't go forever here. So the movie's called Dagon.
Dagon, yeah.
Dagon, whatever.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
that green fucking DVD is right over there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
it was a surprise. I like that one. It was
It's good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
it was different. I thought maybe you guys would guess Hell Comes to Frogtown as well, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
no, that's not
That's
it.
a
Which is a
crazy movie right
great
there.
movie too, but yeah.
Yeah, he's an underrated actor too.
Piper?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love Roddy Piper.
He's
man.
great.
He's just awesome and everything.
Is it mine?
Yep. Last round.
All right, last one here. Let's go with this. Let's go with a little plot here.
Oh,
This 2017 film features, I'm not gonna give you the actor's name, but I'll give you the character's name. Jesse Hellman as a struggling painter haunted by a ghostly demonic force. This 2017 film features character Jesse Hellman as a struggling painter haunted by a ghostly demonic force. What movie is this? Great movie. We've covered it.
Very familiar, yes. The Haunted
Yes.
Painter, yes.
Mhm.
Haunted Painter. I don't remember this at all. And we covered it?
Yeah, I think we did. I think when Sam was on back in the day. So 4 or 5 years ago.
No.
2017. Damn, that was a long time ago. 2017. Holy shit.
Maybe it was near Three Guys days because I don't remember this at all.
I don't know. But yeah, the guy that paints, he's haunted by something. A ghostly demonic force from 2017. Jesse Hellman. What movie is it?
Sounds familiar, but I got nothing.
Nothing? Steve?
I have no idea.
The correct answer would be The Devil's Candy, Ethan
Ah,
Embry.
yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's a
I don't
good
know
fucking
if we
movie.
ever covered it. No, we did cover it, but yeah, it may have been the Three Guys
It
days.
is the Three Guys
Maybe.
days, yeah.
We did.
That's a
I
great movie, dude.
remember reviewing. It is great. Great movie.
Have you seen it, Steve?
No.
Oh man,
Oh,
you gotta go out and watch that one.
Fantastic, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I interviewed Ethan Embry, I introed him with the Devil's Candy, and he was like, anyone that mentions the Devil's Candy, he's like, is good. Like he's like, yeah.
Nice. I feel like that director's popular.
Yeah. I've seen it. We did something recently with that director, I
See.
think.
Devil's Candy.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that one, Steve.
Yeah.
Sean
You'll
Byrne,
like it.
who
That name
did
sounds
Dangerous
familiar.
Animals and Loved Ones.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, back to you guys.
All right. Guess the movie based off the IMDb information. This movie was released in the year 1988 with an R rating, clocking in at a nice and brisk 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Nice, tight.
Categorized as B horror,
Mhm.
dark comedy, parody, slasher horror, teen horror, comedy, and horror. Currently sitting at a 5.5 out of 10 over on IMDb. Director, Michael A. Simpson. And starring Renee Estevez, Tony Higgins, Valerie Hartman, Brian Patrick Clark, and Susan Marie Snyder. Tagline is, and they thought it was just another goat story.
Fucking no clue.
I got nothing. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you another tagline.
Okay.
This year's camp's a scream.
This year's Camp's a Scream.
Camps of Scream?
This year's Camp's a Scream.
Yes. A scream.
And
And the final tagline:
Is
when
it,
you go camping, just take the essential.
oh,
from 88.
Mhm.
is it Madhouse?
Sleepaway Camp.
Incorrect.
What'd you say, Steve?
Madhouse.
Madhouse?
Uh,
Madhouse
give
has
you-
dogs in it.
I will give you one last hint, and this will be the dead giveaway. The lead actress, if you know her,
Mhm.
Pamela Springsteen.
Oh, Sleepaway Camp too.
Correct.
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Easy one. So be quick on it. Who played Gomez Adams in the film The Addams Family Reunion?
Raw.
Tim Curry.
Correct.
Nice. I almost said, how do you pronounce his name?
Raul
Raul
Julia.
Julia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julia. Rest in peace, man. Fucking great actor.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
something I didn't know about this movie, if people have never heard of it, it acts as both a sequel to the original Addams Family movies, but also a prequel to the new Addams Family TV series.
Interesting.
Because the Lurch is the same as the other two movies, but Wednesday is the same as the new Addams Family. So it Lurch has a yeah, it was like an end to the movies and the start of the TV series.
Huh.
Yeah. I haven't
Speaking of,
watched Wednesday.
I was just gonna bring that up because you guys
I'm waiting for
they're
the
pushing
season
season two
to
really hard right
finish.
now.
Yeah, I can't watch half a season and then
Did you
wait.
watch season one?
I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Was it
It's
like
like
teen kind of thing?
yeah, like it was watchable, but I wasn't like psyched to watch another episode. Like it was just
Yeah.
I kind of just slogged through it.
How many episodes
Yeah.
is it? 10?
Like yeah, 8 or 10, like nothing
Okay.
very long.
I'm not gonna watch it. Fuck it. All right.
Your kid
Keith.
watch it, Todd? Your daughter?
No,
No.
she's watching like Love Island and shit. So.
All right.
Okay, so tonight we had myself two, Steve with the goose egg, and Joe with one, which brings us to Steve still in the lead with 15, myself 12, Joseph 8 for Q3.
All right. Now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our main event of the evening, 2009's The Collector, directed by Marcus Dunstan and starring Juan Fernandez, Michael Riley Burke, Andrea Roth, and Josh Stewart as Arkin. Plot: desperate to repay his debt to his ex-wife, an ex-con plots a heist at his new employer's country home, unaware that a second criminal has also targeted the property and rigged it with a series of deadly traps. Jigsaw? Is that you? Nah. All right, Todd, let's hear a little more about The Collector.
All right, so we have a quick opening scene where couples, they come home. They've been drinking. They're probably gonna have sex. She's like, I'll be
Ooh.
upstairs. He's like, I'll be right there. And she's like, I hope. And then they find a mysterious big red box in their room, and then they're attacked by an unseen person. Then we have, a little, credit sequence. Then we jump to this house, which Joe mentioned is the employer. He's doing renovations. His big old house in the country. He's getting everything done: windows, doors, paint, whatever. You name it, he's getting it. We meet Arkin, who's a contractor. I really like that name, Arkin. He's a contractor. He's doing like he's like a locksmith, right, or something like that. He's doing some kind of shit work on the house, and then like he meets a little girl that lives there, and they kind of have a weird fucking like. If I caught Arkin in my room, daughter's room, like get the fuck out of here, you creep. Which he kind of says that because she invites him to a tea party, and he goes in there. First, Arkin, don't go in the fucking boss's young girl's room and drink her tea. Just don't do that. And the dad kid's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, I have a little one of her age." So setting up that emotional connection. He's got a daughter. This daughter might be in peril later. We'll find out. Turns out like there's some mafia fucking angle, which honestly is the weakest part of the story. Like where him and his ex-wife and his daughter or whatever, they owe money to some fucking guy, and he's like a professional thief. He's like, I'm gonna fucking rob this guy. I'm gonna do it tonight. He's telling the mafia guy, I'm doing it tonight, dude. Give me to midnight. I'll fucking get the diamond, whatever it is. He goes to the house, he breaks in, but someone else has broken in too and has already started a series of gruesome killings and things like that. Um, he immediately like thinks something's up, and it turns into a cat and mouse game where Arkin's like trying to get out of the house, but he can't because there's like barricades and there's tripwires and there's like acid fucking glue on the floor and there's bear traps and there's all sorts of shit. And eventually, we kind of know that there's a serial killer in the house that has already captured the mom and dad. The older daughter, who we met briefly in the beginning of the film, she's a little delinquent, whatever. She comes home, and then the young girl who he had a connection with, and of course, Arkin, being the dad he is not going to abandon the family because he wants to try to help them, even though he's getting fucked up in the process. I watched this movie last year, um, and I think maybe a year before that, and I love it. I'm glad Steve picked this. I love this movie a lot. I agree. It's overshadowed by Saw, and it is like a time capsule to that post Saw period too. Like the way like the sound is, the cut, like the cuts, the edits, and things like that. Um, I do think the mafia angle is kind of dumb. Like it could have just been like a fucking guy, jewel thief or whatever, breaking this guy's house. But I think the killer is very creepy. His look is very effective. The traps are believable, and the reason why he doesn't leave is also believable too, if a little bit fucking annoying at times. But you get it, especially as a father, like, all right, I can't abandon this fucking little girl, you know? So, I like everything about it, except the mafia thing's a little weak, but that doesn't really bring down my score that much at all. But yeah, this is a banger. What about you guys?
Yeah, this is one I hadn't seen in quite a long time. I do remember seeing this one in the theaters back in the day when it released, like going in totally blind. And yeah, man, I agree. This is a great one for sure, and one that's definitely overshadowed by Saw because it has a lot of similarities, and Saw was at its pretty much peak at this point. They were probably what at their third or fourth movie at
Yeah.
this point, maybe in the Saw series. So when this came out, people kind of wrote it off as a Saw ripoff. But this movie is great and stands on its own for sure. I agree the mafia angle was totally unnecessary. Like it could have just been like the wife but the ex-wife is like, you're a fucking loser, you don't help out with the kids and stuff like that. So then like he feels desperate and goes over there himself. Yeah, the mafia angle could have been cut. Totally, because that scene, especially that scene with them in the car, like talking and shit, like it just like felt really forced, and I didn't like it. But everything else in this is pretty great. The fucking kills are brutal. The traps are all pretty awesome. Arkin is a super like likable character, even though he's kind of a dick. Well, not dick, but he's kind of like not a good person. Like he's robbing this house and stuff. But like he like you could he's a guy down like on his luck and shit, and someone you can sort of connect with in some way or the other. The villain is cool. I will say though, his look at time, I don't know. Like I feel like they should have blacked his eyes out or something, or did something with the lips. Like I don't know. But the mask is cool. I think they could have did something a little differently. I love that the fucking eyes glow though. That his eyes glow. I don't know why his eyes glow, but I think it looks so cool when they use that effect and they use it a few times in the movie, and I love that look. And I love the ending, and we can get it. We'll get into the ending later and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, really great. Just a really great movie. And like you said, Todd, a great like time capsule from this timer, and one of the better sort of. I don't like to call it a Saw ripoff, but one of the better like sort of Saw imitators that came out for sure.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys said for the most part. It's a really interesting film. The kills are absolutely fucking fantastic. I love the villain. I like that we don't really find out much about him. He's just like this creepy dude. I absolutely love his glowing eyes. It just gives it a additional creep factor that even though it like just adds something to when he's around. He's just so fucking creepy and everything like that. And I love that he's so mysterious and he never takes off the mask. It's not like one of those like fucking who done it type things. It's just like some crazy dude, and he's there. The dad, man, he needs to hire better contractors. Two of his fucking contractors ended up being there scoping the house. Like how terrible is that? I agree with the whole like kind of mafia thing. I think the way Joe said it was perfectly fine. But yeah, it's just the reason I picked it is because people don't really talk about this one, and I never really understood why. And I get with the whole Saw thing, but I think now being like 15 years later, people would kind of like talk about it more because the Saw thing is kind of like come and gone. But yeah, I'm glad that we could finally review. I've had this on my list for like fucking 2 years and kept pushing and pushing and pushing it for whatever reason. And I'm glad we finally got to it. I will say though, goddamn, this guy sets up that house fast. It's like the same day, and the whole house is fucking booby trapped like perfectly. So that was a little like, okay, I don't know if that would actually be a real thing, but yeah, I love it.
What's the time frame though? Because he was like, it is kind of clear he's the exterminator, right? Like
Yeah,
that's who
yeah,
he
yeah,
is. So like they were there. What did that happen? It happened that night, right?
yeah.
From okay.
Same day, yeah.
So did he just come in there and fucking
He trapped it out in like a few hours.
Yeah,
yeah,
Those
with like
super elaborate traps.
load bearing traps too
yeah, right.
that are carrying
Yeah,
like
man.
grown men upstairs
Guy's
and stuff.
quite the engineer. Yeah,
Him and fucking Tobin Bell need to hook up
yeah,
and be like an
for sure.
unstoppable duo.
And Kevin McAllister, maybe it's his Kevin McAllister, like
Holy shit.
just what
Yeah,
he grew
that's
up to be is like a fucking
serial
psychotic
killer.
killer. Yeah,
But yeah, dude, it's hit. Dude, I like the lips, Joe. It just looks
You like it?
very,
Yeah.
It's
yeah, because it
creepy when he's
looks.
watching the
He's
couple
like,
have
Yeah,
sex.
we watched a
Yeah,
couple. Yeah, yeah.
that's yeah. He's a little fucking creeper there. Yeah.
yeah, but like his whole like plan or whatever is like he keeps who he finds interesting in his little like
Box.
his little like trunk. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's fucking terrifying because we um Arkin eventually finds the box in the house and it expose like he opens it and the guy from the beginning scene crawls
Hmm.
out and is like tells him a little bit of it and it's just fucking gross. But one of my favorite ladies in horror um comes in and has her sex scene, which I appreciate. And the creepy guy's just licking his lips, a little fucking creeper. And then Arkin's looking at him and they're like that whole scene is so effective because he's just like sitting there like a little fucking spider that he is hunched down in the corner while they're doing stuff. And oh man, the creep factor on him, it's just sleazy. It's so gross, man.
Yeah.
Um, who is this girl? You said favorite ladies in horror. I didn't
Oh,
recognize
the
her.
no, 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 the just when she takes her top off.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. You just like the assets. Okay.
Yeah, the assets are phenomenal.
Yes.
But it's a great scene because she just walks in and he's trying to warn her, don't come in, and the thunder's hitting, and then she comes in anyway, and they're trapped. And with her little boyfriend, that was so effective because we needed more kills at that point too. It couldn't just be the people locked up in the basement.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this movie doesn't waste any time either. Like he's like in that house, I think like 20 minutes into the movie or maybe 30 minutes into the movie. And then you have like literally, I mean, this movie's like a nice and short too, you know. I think it's under an hour and a half. Yeah, so you get like that last hour just I was like, oh shit, like this movie still like is already like in the house, like crazy shit's already happening. We still have an hour to go. I was like, how is this going to play out, you know, this time around? And yeah, man, it really, there's never a dull moment. There's always something interesting happening or some fucking crazy kill happening. Yeah, the cat and mouse game for that hour, it works out perfectly. And like, there's like probably a 30 plus minute thing there when he first discovers the collector where there's like hardly any dialogue either, but it's still like super interesting and kept me engaged.
Yeah, I agree that the pace is relentless once it gets going. It's and the amount of traps, there's so many fucking traps in this house. It's incredible that the fucking that Arkin made it to the safe without dying. You know, when you think about it, because of all the different things that he could have triggered on the way is like absolutely insane. And yeah, it was just so interesting how and like Todd said, the reason to keep him in the house too, because he does escape at like maybe the 45-minute mark, but he realizes that the little girl is still in there, so he
Mhm.
goes back. I do agree with Todd though that they could have set up like his relationship with the little girl a little better. Like she should have been like on the swing while he's leaving, like packing up the truck, and he just has like a quick conversation with her. But like straight up having tea with her is creepy. Like there's no,
Yeah.
I don't care what her intentions are. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, as a grown ass man going in her room and the
Yeah,
door's closed,
it is
it's just
weird.
weird.
It definitely, yeah, it was a little bizarre. But yeah, Steve, I'm surprised you didn't have a bigger problem with this movie because we have two animal deaths in this film. We have a
Yeah,
dead cat and a
especially
dead
cat.
dog.
Yeah, I don't like that, obviously. But we
I
didn't
mean, the
get
dog kind of deserved it,
Eh,
right?
I mean, no
I
animal
mean,
didn't
deserves it.
deserve
They
it,
don't
but
know
I mean,
yeah,
he
better.
was attacking the fucking cop. He was a bad dog.
He was a bad dog, but you know,
He ripped out the cop's
um,
throat.
and the cat they didn't establish
true.
the cat long enough for me to like grow an attachment to it.
Ooh, Steve
Uh,
hates cats, dude.
no.
You heard it here.
But I wrote it. That was the acid floor cut by door scene.
Yep.
It's just I don't like to see dead animals, but they want to up the kill count. That was one of the issues I thought the movie would have, which ended up not really being an issue, is that there weren't enough people in the house for him to kill. But they kept bringing in elements of people, coming into the house and like stuff like that. So it ended up being fine. But yeah, I had a feeling when there were animals in there in that house, especially where everything is fucking booby trapped, that they weren't going to make it for very long.
Yeah, what was that stuff? Because I mean, it wasn't acid to the point it was dissolving the cat. The cat had been in there for a while, but it
Right.
was it just like super glue where it would just shred your skin? Because you
I,
see it like rip the shoes off and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, it was crazy though. Yeah, but then it jumps through the window and triggers a trap, cuts it in half. It's fucking brutal, dude.
yeah, it's pretty real. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to my favorite asset though. Which, no, like the boyfriend, poor, like justice for him. Well, first of all, justice for the cat didn't deserve it. The dog absolutely did because it was a fucking serial killer's dog, Joe.
All right.
Um,
Was it
but
the
like,
serial killer's dog?
yeah, wasn't it? Didn't he bring
Like,
in his like security or
did he
something?
bring it? Yeah, I guess he probably did. Yeah. It
Yeah,
really
no,
wasn't
doesn't he? He
explained.
commands it, doesn't he?
It just like, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does command it.
Yeah.
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 All right.
But the boyfriend's like like nothing to do with this family. Like the cop, he's just trying to get some, and then he comes in there and just gets absolutely fucking annihilated by the bear traps. Right? He falls into them.
Yes. Yeah. Head
Fucking.
first.
Oh man.
You
Oh.
think that was a nod to Saw from the? It had to be, right?
I
Like
don't know.
it seems like a
Maybe.
very deliberate choice to have
Maybe.
fucking bear traps everywhere. But I also love, and Home Alone has kind of the same thing. Where how did he anticipate that people would just like fall into that room? You know, like
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
But I think he's done it obviously a bunch of
yeah.
times. So I think he's like psychologically knows what people could do because you can tell when he's chasing after somebody,
Mm.
like
But
the
like,
way they go, he alters his route. I don't know. If that makes
who
sense.
was he trying to collect though? Like in the house, because he didn't know Arkin was gonna be there, did he? Like,
Probably
right?
whoever's
So,
interesting to him at the end of the
Mm.
day.
so like he set these traps up like for who? The husband, the family, I
Yeah, it seemed the
suppose.
family, right?
The
Yeah,
daughters too.
but he already had them captured. Like, so
Well,
did
maybe,
like
well,
he go in, capture them, and then set traps? Like for
he resets the traps too. We've seen
yeah.
like he reset the chandelier.
Like I just don't. What's his motivate? Like his motivation is to collect. He always collects one person from
Mhm.
each of his killings, right? To sort of hold them prisoner.
Yeah,
Um, so I guess maybe he set the traps up, and then when the family came home, they like started walking into them, and then he goes from there. I suppose.
maybe. Or maybe his
Yeah.
intention was the little girl the whole time to capture her,
You think he wanted the girl, the whole little girl, the whole
or one of
time?
the girls, maybe. I don't know.
He definitely was a creeper. So.
Oh, ugh, he's fucking gross. What about the little basement of tortures, dude? Like he's got the dad and the mom at his mercy, and it's pretty brutal,
Yeah.
man.
Well, yeah, he guts the dad, right? He
Hmm.
like, yeah, which is pretty cool. It looks
Yeah.
cool. What? How does the mother go? I don't remember.
She freaks out because she sees his body because he's about to get her out,
Yes,
Arkin
that's
is,
right.
and then she
Yep.
runs into a trap, right?
Yeah,
No,
she tries to.
she gets stabbed a bunch of fucking times because she runs up the stairs and the killer comes out,
Okay.
stabs her.
Hmm.
You know what was the most unnecessary like room? If you give the amount of work it probably took to build that to make that room happen, and the very little amount of pain it actually inflicted, is the one with all the fish hooks.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
but it's so gross though.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
that room alone had to take hours. Like there are so many little fish
yeah.
hooks like perfectly placed,
What's
and it's really more of a it's painful, but it's more of a minor inconvenience than it is like
I don't know. He got it in his eye, dude.
yeah, he could have
Oof.
easily ducked that, you know. Like,
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention though.
if that one room took hours though, and we're supposed to believe that this was
yeah,
like he only had like 3 or 4 hours to do it, unless he was like setting. I mean, how long was he exterminating the house for? Perhaps he was able to hide some of these traps, and was it
Maybe.
along the way? I don't know.
That's why I think our
Um,
timeline's a little messed up.
yeah, I
Because
think
weren't
it
they
was
going
the
on
same.
vacation?
I think it was the same day though. I think Steve's right. Like
yeah, because they were going on vacation that day. That was the whole point why they were
yeah.
stopping work for 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That probably should have been better explained. Like maybe when they get back from vacation. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because we're just looking deeper into it. But yeah, if they got back
Yeah,
from vacation, the house was set
Yeah,
up already.
because then he had
Makes more
2 weeks
sense.
to like build it, right? Whereas
Yeah.
yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Oh, what about when he puts like a needle or spike in the phone, dude,
oh
and it
god,
jabs
yeah.
into his ear? Oh,
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
that was
brutal.
great.
Well, one thing that I always hate, eyes, nails, and
Hmm.
teeth are three
Mm,
things that I have a hard time like
Oh
seeing.
yeah, the teeth.
And when he
Yeah,
fucking chisels the teeth out, oh
mhm.
god
yeah.
damn, so gross.
As he's trapped by the fish hooks through his hands,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Oh, it's some
That
gross
was.
shit. Harkin gets fucked up,
yeah.
and
He
everyone he
does.
tries to help fucking dies. Like the dad, the mom, the
Hmm.
older daughter. Like he's only successful once.
Yeah,
Is the older Doris kill the coolest? Probably right. Like how she gets like thrown into the
it's
fucking
The
definitely
spike
thing.
wall.
interesting.
Yeah,
The bear traps were really fucking cool too.
Hmm.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. That's yeah. Then the old guy gets electrocuted, right? Which
Yes.
so would that as an electrician, Joe, would that actually work? Like it seemed a little
That was a little far-fetched, but
yeah
what
Yeah.
Joe, what
far-fetched
do you
in my
think?
opinion.
Yeah, no, it was far.
It would have shorted, right?
Yeah,
Before,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Plus, the only thing that's far-fetched about it for me is them having the know-it-all to set that up really quick.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, okay, little girl, get the TV, stand over there. This guy's gonna come up here in
I'm gonna push the fish
five
tank.
seconds. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And but the fish are still alive. You see them swimming by the guy's corpse. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, why are
yeah.
the fish still alive?
Yeah, man.
Justice
And
for
then,
the fish, dude.
yeah. And then the downfall of all things is his mirror. Is a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah, spoiled once again. All right, let's get to the ending. So he eventually, so the daughter was calling 911, the older one, and then the call
Mhm.
goes through. So the cops come, and cop gets killed by a dog, the killer's dog, and then all the fucking cops come because the cop's missing, right? So Arkin gets out with the kid. We think everything's hunky dory. He gets in the ambulance, gets driven away. Not yet, bud. He gets hit. The fucking killer finds him somehow. Which did the killer stole an ambulance from the property? Is that what we're thinking?
No, it was he. No, the killer had his exterminator truck,
Oh, that's what
and
it
he
was.
rammed the ambulance. Yeah, off
So
the
he
road.
just drove off property when all these cops were there.
Apparently,
I
yeah.
was just
I
the
mean,
exterminator. We're good.
he could have like run through the back. Maybe he had the van parked down the road or something, so we could jump in real quick and drive away,
Yeah, all right, makes
like
sense.
the next street over or something. You know.
How do you know what ambulance was Arkin? They had to like
Well,
watch from
that's.
the
I mean,
field.
yeah, that's a question. You know, he got lucky there, I guess.
Yeah, but then
He was
yeah,
a good guess.
he's yeah. How do you guys feel about the ending though? I know you said you liked it.
I thought the ending was super cool. Yeah, like I mean, just like I always like when sort of the villain wins at the end, you know. So I thought, like, I remember seeing it in theaters. Like this time, it didn't hit as hard for me, but at the time when I saw it, like I felt like there weren't a lot of endings or movies like that at the time. So like I thought it was really fucking cool that sort of the collector wins at the end. Although like they already have his name, right? Unless he's using a false
Mhm.
name or whatever, I guess, and it's simple enough of just ripping the exterminator sign off your van. You can get away. Apparently, I don't know about that, but
I think they said it had address too
yeah. I mean,
for his company.
I'm assuming he used a fake alias, right? Like,
Well, in part, have you
um,
seen part two?
yeah, I have, but I don't remember a lot about it, honestly. Which I know Steve is going to pick it down the
At some
road for.
point, yeah. I
Yeah,
want it
so
covered within the next 6 months because I
yeah,
want to
the
finish
only
it.
thing I remember is Arkin comes back and it's in like a warehouse and it's like
Yeah, it's
even
in his lair.
crazier and bloodier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his little hideout area. So they find out who he is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or someone does. I forget who. But yeah, I like it too. Arkin, you think Arkin gets away, but he's captured and he's like the specimen now in the
Yeah,
fucking
That's right.
trunk.
He's the collect. Yeah,
he's
he's
the,
the
he's the
Collected.
part
collected.
of the
He's the
collection now.
collected. Yeah.
Is that going to be part three's title? Collected?
I
Because we
think it was
got the collector
supposed to
collection.
be maybe the third movie, which
It might happen still.
was made. There's like pictures of like it in production and everything. Like the movie was like in
Fucking
production.
COVID killed it, didn't it?
COVID just absolutely killed it. Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah,
it's gotta happen.
That's happened a few times in movie history where movies were actually started production
Mhm.
and then had to shut down for one reason or another, and the movie just like never got finished. I mean, in non-horror, Mortal Kombat 3 was like straight up started, and they filmed for like a week, and then the set got destroyed by a hurricane,
Oh,
and
sheesh.
they didn't have enough money to rebuild it, so they actually just canceled the movie. So
That
this
sucks.
movie, same thing, but with COVID. There are a few with the writer strike. Like it's crazy that some of these movies. And I
So
hope this is one that can at least come back because it'd be cool to have a trilogy out of it.
so it was
Absolutely.
going to be called The Collected, confirmed.
Makes sense.
So actually, at last year, this article is from July of 2024, that the director sat down in an interview and said that the sequel was back in development, revealing that the legal elements holding it back were all alleviated, although they're not rushing the project into developing, hoping they can put together the best version of the movie possible. But he said the collector is definitely coming back. And that was a year ago.
Well,
So
I'm
it
excited.
sounds like we're gonna have a third one. The collected will be coming.
Sorry, I can't focus because Steve's fucking kissing his cat.
Yeah.
Oh, the,
I'm sure it's a matter of getting the money together, though, once again, since obviously they took a loss after sort of
Mhm.
COVID shutting down the third movie. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch. I remember really liking the collection too, although I just don't remember a lot about it. This director, though, I haven't seen much else from him. He did his last two movies, Unhuman, and then he did his last movie was I fucking hate the title, Hashtag AMFAD. All my friends are dead.
Oh, you liked his movie The Pilgrim.
Oh, the short?
No, he
That
no,
was the Into the Dark series, right?
no Pilgrim. Remember where he invites like pilgrims into his house?
Yeah, it wasn't a short, but it was like
That was 80 minutes.
it was part of that series that Hulu did with like all like the different horror movies. But yeah, I did like The Pilgrim.
Mhm.
He also did The Neighbor and Into the Dark, which I don't think I've seen either of
That
those.
title is fucked up. You just talked about. I'm
Oh,
looking
the
at it Letterboxd.
hashtag,
Yeah,
yeah,
what does
that's
that even mean? Oh, all my friends
horrible,
are dead. Got it. Ugh,
horrible
awful.
title. But yeah, I mean, The Collector was his directorial debut, and what a fucking way to
Oh,
start.
I can't watch that. Fucking All My Friends Are Dead. JoJo
Wait,
C was the title character in it.
he
I'm
That's
out.
wrote Saw
funny.
5 to 7.
Did he? That's
Wow.
cool.
Well, that makes sense. They probably watched this movie and was like, this guy should write some of the Saw movies. When did Saw 5 come out? I bet it came out after this, right?
Saw 4 came out in
2008 came out before this.
Oh, wow. So maybe
yeah.
he started writing the Saw movies and he's like, oh, man, I have a cool idea. And my own cool idea. And he probably, yes.
It probably was a
That's,
Saw movie to start, and they're like,
yeah.
no,
Yeah. It was probably like a rejected Saw script.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's wild. He wrote the entire fucking what's his face's like series, the
Hoffman.
Hoffman series.
Yeah, and then he did Piranha remake 3DD
The two feasts.
Feast. Yeah,
Feast
Feast
of the
1's really
Three
good.
Feasts. Yeah.
Oh, well, here you go. The writers intended this movie to be a Saw prequel, but the idea was declined.
That's a missed opportunity for them because this is a fucking awesome
Yeah.
movie.
hmm
Oh well.
He's also tapped to apparently write Saw 11. So
There was an
Oh,
after
very cool.
credits. There's an after credit sequence. I didn't see it.
Oh shoot. I didn't see it either.
I might have. I think it was maybe just Arkin in the box.
Just beating the meat.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure if he's
Uh,
beating the meat?
I'm not. I don't remember. I watched it
Just
a week
kidding.
ago. So
I watched it Saturday morning,
nice.
I think, or Friday. No, because we had a long weekend. Yeah, Saturday morning. Happy Labor
I mean,
Day.
this is on IMDb trivia, but I cannot believe this to be a real thing. It says there's an alternative ending when Arkin escapes the house and sees the little girl, but instead of rescuing her, he instead flips her off and walks away. There's no way that's real.
They probably filmed it as a joke
Yeah.
and like showed it as a joke to like certain people. Yeah.
No way, because one, the movie would be done and there'd be 25 minutes lost. That's funny though.
That'd be so funny. Can you
Alternate
imagine?
ending. I'm out.
Yeah.
All right. I
Rate it.
think we pretty much covered it all. Yeah. So why don't we get into rating it? I'll start us off. Yeah, man. I went back and forth, honestly, like between a 3.5 and a 4 out of this for this one. But I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it deserves it because I think more people, like Steve said, more people should definitely check this one out. It's definitely a movie that flies under the radar, but definitely deserves more recognition than it gets. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
All right. I had it a 4 on my last watch, and I'm upping it, baby. I'm giving it
Oh,
a 4.5 out of 5 because I
nice.
had a blast with it. The gore was on point. The villain's creepy. You get nice eye candy. You get awesome cinematography. You get the rain. I love when the house is just covered in rain. It's just it
hmm
makes it all isolated. So yeah, I'm at 4.5 out of 5. I love it.
I'm also at a 4. Like this is a super underrated horror movie, and I hope by reviewing it, we'll get at least a few more people to, check it out and take it off their watch list, or maybe if you haven't heard it, learn about it. So yeah, 4. It's a fucking solid ass movie. Actually,
Awesome.
better than most soft films. To be honest with
Right?
you. So,
Do they? I mean, I know we're gonna cover the collection at some point, but do they go into more of who he is in the sequel? We get no backstory at all, which is cool. I agree. I like that you don't know anything about this guy,
yeah,
just that he was an exterminator of some kind. But
if even right, because he
right,
maybe that was
yeah,
just his excuse to do the house.
right, agreed. Well, we'll find out when we watch the
That's
collection
right.
in some months
He's a
down the road.
terrible exterminator, dude. There's bugs everywhere in this house.
Yeah, yeah. There's a fucking spider. It goes into the
Yeah.
girl's like basket there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what do our friends over at Letterboxd have to say about this one? Currently sitting at a 3.0 out of 5 over on Letterboxd. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap it up for this week's episode. Next week, what do we got, Steve?
Oh, we are finishing maybe the end of this franchise, maybe just the end of phase one. We don't know, but we are going to give the Conjuring series its last rites. So going to theaters for this one and checking out what the final Warren story, at least with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, looks like. And I'm hearing like decent things about it. Apparently, it's more in line with one and two than it is with three. So
Hopefully.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. So that's what we're doing.
Excellent. And thanks for the reminder, because I forgot it was even coming out.
Yeah, and also a
This week.
reminder: the week after is a Topia Hooper retrospective for a big
Yes,
episode
I got about
400.
30 movies to watch, so I'll get.
So, yeah. So yeah, maybe get us started there, Joe.
Yes, yeah. All right, yeah, very exciting. 400, just a couple of weeks away. Quite the milestone. Congratulations, gentlemen. And yeah, so don't forget, you can keep up with the podcast. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast. You can email us anytime, the Horror Squad Podcast at gmail.com. But you already know the best way to keep up with the podcast is our Discord. Totally and completely free to join. It's linked over on our Instagram, or you can send us an email or a DM, and we'll get you a link to join our Discord. Steve hosts Movie Club every single month over there, where you can watch horror movies with your fellow horror fans. And you can just sift through the channels. You can talk anything and everything horror and non-horror over there. It's an awesome community. So please come and join us over on our Discord. You can also buy merch, tpublic.com, the Horror Squad Podcast, or you can leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. That helps us and helps the show grow. And don't forget important dates. Once again, October 2nd through the 5th. It's just a bunch of Halloween weekend in Salem, Massachusetts with the cast of Hocus Pocus. It's just a bunch of Halloween.com for all details. And I think that's it, folks. So we'll see you next week for The Conjuring Last Rites. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.